Human brains are wired to detect authenticity through subtle flaws. A handwritten note, the grain of film stock, or the crack in someone's voice. These imperfections became trust signals. Proof something was made by a person and not a machine. But as AI becomes better at replicating these artifacts, we begin to see the flaw for what it is, a product, no different from a branded filter on Instagram. We don't just accept them anymore, we demand them. The paradox isn't just that we can no longer trust these cues, it's that we now pay for tools to fake them. Deepfake voice generators, AI. Art with hand-painted brushstrokes. And auto. Tune made to sound deliberately imperfect, all sell us a version of authenticity we once trusted as natural. But when the market capitalizes on every nuance of human idiosyncrasy, something strange happens. It stops being real at all. What we used to call natural is now algorithmically tuned for emotional impact. The results: a mass-produced authenticity that feels increasingly like a performance, not of truth, but of trust itself. This industry doesn't just mimic imperfection, it weaponizes it to sell us comfort in an uncertain world.
Alchemists of Sound in 2003. That was the year indie and electronic really started colliding for good.
Technological systems have learned not just to produce results, but to simulate the appearance of labor itself. In digital audio workstations, MediAI humanization plugins add subtle tempo variations to a perfectly timed beat, mimicking the slight hesitations and syncopations of live performance. It's not about precision anymore. It's about making code feel like flesh. This isn't just design aesthetics, but emotional engineering. The algorithm learns to breathe. The more we automate authenticity, the less space there is for raw humanity. If a machine can convincingly stutter, hesitate, or handwrite with imperfection, what's left of us? The paradox is that these tools are both liberators and counterfeiters, freeing us from tedium even as they replace our uniqueness with mass-produced realness.
Sometimes I'm about to go meet another CEO. Sometimes while walking to the meeting, I'll ask Gemini, tell me what is something that could really be on his or her mind. And I get really insightful things, and which makes for a more human connection because that's actually what they are worried about.
Google CEO Sundar Pichai isn't nearly as well known as other tech CEOs, but Google is playing a massively important role in exposing everyday people to AI tools, and has the resources and talent to eventually win the AI race.
Now, at that moment, the machinery is driving the creativity. and the creativity is not driving the machinery. And maybe that's where the golden age stops. Maybe.
As deepfakes become indistinguishable from reality, we're in a battle to preserve authenticity itself. Every new AI advancement is met by detection algorithms racing to keep up. But what happens when the tools for verification are just as easily spoofed? The result: a performance of authenticity where even metadata becomes curated and staged. Just this week, industry experts testified before Congress about AI innovation. They spoke in glowing terms of progress, while ignoring the fact that detection and verification are now part of the performance itself. If your video has the right metadata tags, including curated timestamps and geolocation logs, it passes the authenticity test without needing to be real. In a clip from an optimistic tech expo, a speaker extols the benefits of AI with all the conviction of a prophet. But this is not authenticity, it's choreographed assurance. The future is sold to us as both inevitable and sincere, when in fact, it's just another performance of trust.
But these minds and imaginations and skills have already shaped a new and prosperous field of endeavor, that of conquering the unknown, far beyond the gravity of our Earth.
The more convincingly AI can replicate human flaws, like messy handwriting or spontaneous hesitation, the harder it becomes to define what is real. We once trusted authenticity through irregularity, a crack in the voice, an off-cue edit. Now, these imperfections are not proof of humanity, but products of machine learning. What was once a mark of sincerity has become a brandable feature. If belief is no longer about internal conviction, but observable behavior, then AI can simulate not just content, but the very act of believing. What was once a personal truth becomes programmable output, optimized for likes, shares, and political influence. We train machines to lie convincingly, so we outsource our skepticism to them in return.